Good morning, namaste. Well, we started this morning with our good friends. You see the babies are eating, mom is there, father's guarding in the back, and this is such a beautiful day. Again, more ducks, they're relaxing. I think they had the food already. But this morning I want to speak about that most important thing now, duty and selfless service. This is the one of the paths that are recommended by the scriptures in the Gita to go to God. They're intertwined, duty and selfless service. Duty is an individual thing. It is a family thing. It is a community thing, a workplace, the country, and the world at large. A child taking birth, it's the duty of that parents to have the wisdom to know that this child has been going through many lives, and it's their opportunity, the parents now, to take that child further to the inner relationship with God. That's the primary duty. And everything that we do, giving them an education, love them, and give them a very happy life, are necessities to achieve that goal of taking them to closer to God, becoming consciousness. And when this is done, then there's a collaboration between God, parents, and children. And also going beyond the nearest and dearest, the family, we have to go on relatives and in-laws, and you have to be serving them in that capacity through kindness, through wisdom, not to develop enemyship in any way because of weaknesses of others. Wisdom says is to avoid towards that weakness. So we shouldn't think that we're better than someone. We shouldn't think that that person is unforgivable. These are all duties, wisdom duties. And when you are focused on yourself becoming a realized soul, then all the little things fall off because you're seeing nothing as in this. So when that child grows up now and he has a good education, he has a duty also to get that education, not just to get a good job, but to understand what God has created and to know also gradually who is this God. We have to have that want, that desire. So when you go into married life now, then you're set. Whether you went to vocational school or you have a university degree, you're a doctor, what profession you may do. These are all duties that when you take up these professions, like now we have the frontline medical workers, that's their duty. That's why they're not moving away from due duty. Protection is there. But if they pass away, they'll be passed away doing their duty from this virus. And that in itself will take them close to God because of duty. In the same way, like soldiers are protecting the country and from internally, policemen, and externally, the army, the navy, the air force. They are duties performed by the individual, and collectively they make up these forces. So when these duties are done, so we have duty of the people who are tiling the lands, who are less educated in that their profession, or they might be educated, but that we need also the workers who do the work and get paid for it. And then we have the people who teach us, the teachers. So whether it be religious, spiritual, or the universities, college, any learning institutions. So these are all duties, and when these things come together, we have a very functioning society, a balanced society. No one is better than the other. The person who's become the garbage is no less important than the person who's flying the plane, the pilot. So we shouldn't think like, well, one is better than the other. And we should show this disdain for the one who does the menial work, as you may want to say. So these are our duties, and our my ashram, Bharat Sevashtam Sheng, recognizes this. And the Guru, Swami Parameshananda ji, he intertwined these duties and to the highest level, meaning that the monks, selfless workers of this institution and any other institution, any religious institution, whether it be Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, when people do this, then selfless service to the world at large. I was just speaking to Nepal and Assam yesterday. Our Nepal ashram is giving out food. People are coming because they are struggling to make the meal. In Assam, our junior monk there is going deep into the village, into the tribal people. There's a tribal belt, and he's giving food where they don't have access to food. So this kind of a service is so important when we serve society at large. And when we do that, there's that inner force, that power, that divine power that's keeping it alive, is keeping a tab of it. And this is how we elevate our souls. Sin is when we live a life, a nonchalant life, and you live and you don't think about what your goal is of God realization. And then you get old and you die. No thought going into that direction, no movement is that. That is a sinful life because it's ignorance. So this morning, let us all make that shift. Let us all do our duty. Let us all serve in what capacities that we can serve. And this virus is really blessing in disguise, that we are gone back to basically satisfying our need, not our greed. And because we have limited amount of food supply, we don't want to go outside, we want to follow the rules. So we are not wasting, I'm sure many of you are not wasting the food anymore like you would have done, throwing out leftovers and all of that. And so this is teaching us so many things. And I think it's the divine way of resetting the world, because when you look at pictures, I saw one picture of Delhi before the great Delhi gate, in the gate of Delhi. Before this, it was so foggy, and now it's crystal clear. So now everybody's getting an opportunity to reset their body to a healthier mode. And I will recommend that you do yoga or exercise in your home, and especially deep breathing. This way, all your systems will be operating at peak performance. Your immune system will be built up, because when you do these exercises, breathing and stimulate the nodes in the various parts of the lymph nodes, and the lymph system is the one that's the immune system. When you strengthen it, and blood is flowing, very oxygenated blood is going to all parts of your body, then you'll see. So use this time to really reset. Think about your healthy body, a healthy mind, and most of all, collaborate with the divine, collaborate with consciousness to sustain that what was created. And when you do that, when that collaboration, you'll get the grace and you'll move into that enlightened state. And this is the purpose of our life, God realization. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.